Picture this. It's Friday night. Your phone's sitting on the table. You've been staring at it for 20 minutes. Not because you're waiting for anything, just because being on it feels safer than the alternative. Your friends texted a few hours ago. "We're going out tonight. You in?" And you typed back, "Maybe. Let me see." But you already knew the answer. "I'm just tired. I'll go next time. I don't really feel like being around people right now. It's not worth the effort." So you stay home. Again. And here's the thing nobody talks about. It's not laziness. It's not antisocial. And it's not about the plans themselves. It's avoidance dressed up as preference. You're not choosing rest. You're choosing to not risk feeling uncomfortable. And your brain is so good at justifying it that you genuinely believe the story you're telling yourself. You're not broken for this. Most guys do it. They just don't have the language for what's actually happening underneath. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why you keep opting out, what it's quietly doing to your confidence and your social life, and the specific mindset shifts that change it permanently. Let's get into it. Mindset reframe. Most guys think staying home is a comfort choice, like they've just figured out what recharges them, like they're introverts who need space, like the outside world is optional and they've decided to opt out of things that don't serve them. But here's the real truth. Comfort and avoidance feel identical from the inside, until you look at the pattern. Real rest expands you. Real solitude fills you up and sends you back out into the world sharper. But avoidance? Avoidance shrinks you. Every time you choose the safe option, your threshold for discomfort drops a little lower. The world gets a little more overwhelming. And staying home becomes less of a choice and more of a default. Here's what nobody explains. Your brain is a prediction machine. It's constantly scanning the environment and asking, "Is this safe?" And if you've trained it, again and again, to associate social situations with anxiety or rejection or awkwardness, it's going to keep pulling you toward the couch. Not because the world is actually dangerous, but because your nervous system has learned that staying home means staying safe. That's not a lifestyle preference. That's a pattern. And patterns can be changed. The men who move through the world with real ease and real magnetic presence, they didn't start there. They just kept showing up, even when it was uncomfortable, until showing up became who they are. That's what this video is about. Not forcing yourself to be someone you're not, but becoming someone whose default is engagement, not retreat. Point 1 of 7. The comfort trap. Most guys think their home is a sanctuary. And it is, but only if you earned that rest. When staying home becomes your default rather than your choice, it stops being a refuge and starts being a cage. Here's the psychology. The brain loves certainty. When you're home, everything is predictable. No awkward silences, no fumbled conversations, no moments where you're not sure how you're landing. The brain codes that as safe, and safe feels good. So you do it again, and again. But here's what's happening underneath. Every time you avoid a slightly uncomfortable situation, your anxiety threshold drops. What felt like a minor stretch 6 months ago now feels like a mountain. The world hasn't gotten harder. Your tolerance for it has shrunk. Picture two guys. Guy A gets the invite, feels a little tired, goes anyway, converses, connects, drives home feeling more alive than when he left. Guy B gets the same invite, weighs the effort, stays home, watches something, goes to bed feeling vaguely hollow. In 6 months, Guy A is the one people think of when they think energy. Guy B is the one people stop inviting. And when you keep showing up, even imperfectly, she feels that. That's effortless magnetism. Suit 2 of 7. The invisible shrinking. Here's the part nobody talks about, bro. Most guys don't notice it happening. They're not consciously shrinking. They're just making one small choice at a time. Point 3 of 7. The social muscle. This is the one most guys completely miss. Social ability is a skill. Point 4 of 7. Phantom exhaustion. And here's where it gets interesting. That exhaustion is phantom exhaustion. Point 5 of 7. The stories we tell. Most guys have a whole mythology around why they stay in. Point 6 of 7. The friction threshold. Here's the part nobody talks about, and this is the one that changes everything. Point 7 of 7. The real practice. This isn't a trick. This is who you're becoming. Close and CTA. Here's what I want you to take from this, man. This isn't about forcing yourself to be an extrovert. It's about becoming a man who chooses his life instead of defaulting away from it. Every time you push through the friction, you're casting a vote for the identity you're building. I am someone who shows up. I am someone who's in motion. I am someone who doesn't retreat from his own story. When you internalize that, you stop performing and start being. And that's when everything shifts. Stop waiting until you feel ready. Become the man who moves, and watch the world move toward him. If this hit for you, the next video is going to go even deeper. Go watch it. The link's right there. And if you're new here, subscribe. This is the channel for the guys who are done with surface-level advice and ready for the real thing.